NSA Michigan, man, you missed and woman, you missed a phenomenal session today. LeeAnn Marie Webster came to us and talked to us about email marketing. And one of the first things when I first heard her in another place, she was saying how important email marketing was for us. And I was like, email, who does email anymore? But the point she made that sold me was you own your email list. You don't own social media platforms. You don't own LinkedIn. They could change the rules in a heartbeat and you lose everything. Plus, there's a whole lot of other noise on those social media platforms. When you send your email, you get to control the visuals, you get to control what it is, what it says, and who sees it. So, email marketing, I jumped on board. Some of the tips that she talked about, first of all, don't just add people to your list. Okay. A, that's rude. B, I think it's illegal. And don't just add people because you want quality over quantity on your list. You want people who want to be there, who want to read it. Because how many of those emails do we get? Well, we're like, oh, that's cool. And we delete it, right? So nurture the relationship with your emails. Don't just spam people with when you're selling something. Make sure that you are sending value on a regular basis. LeeAnn's tip was about 2 times a month is the minimum you want, because you don't want to be ghosting your list. You don't want them to forget about you or say, oh, they only email me when they're selling something, right? So make sure you're offering value. And there's a lot of places in your life that you can get that value and get those little lessons, whether it's from what you're speaking at or whether it's from a challenge you just had in your life. I just was thinking about it. I'm moving in July. And so I'm going to do a post on my move, and what that is all, what value that I can pull in. So there's a lot of different places you can get that value to send to them, so that when you do send that, hey, I'm selling my new course, you're going to get more clicks because people are like, oh, I already like this person. They're not invading my inbox. And then the last question that Breed actually asked that was great. She embarrassed said, wow, that's not a real word. She was embarrassed to say that she had ghosted her email list, which means that she was emailing them for a while and then just kind of disappeared into the ether and they didn't hear from her. Well, hers was only 4 months. Mine was like 3 years when I reignited my list. And so she was saying, what do I do about that? And LeeAnn's recommendation was send an email. Hey, it's been a while since you've heard from me. Here's what's going on. I would love to keep you on the list because I'm going to start emailing value to you every week, which is how often I do it. So here's the unsubscribe. If you're not interested in staying on my list, here you go. It's been great knowing you. Otherwise, if you leave it, I'm going to go ahead and leave you on the list and you'll be hearing from me a lot more regularly. So that little, just admitting what happened, sharing what your plan is and how often they're going to hear from you allows them to make that choice. Oh man, I'm going to keep Brita in my inbox because she's awesome and doing great things. So if you're like me, if you're like Brita and ghosted them just a little bit, if you're like me and ghosted them a lot, you might want to do that re-entry email to get them back on your list and committed to the steps you're going to take going forward. Tons of other great value. LeeAnnMarieWebster.com is her website if you want to go check it out. But email is a pretty good idea. And I've gotten a lot of relationship building through my email as well. Good luck, everybody.